Welcome to Sandy Cybersecurity. Hi there. I'm Sandy, and I created this channel to make the world of cybersecurity simple, informative, and accessible for everyone, from beginners to professionals. Whether you're curious about securing your personal devices, understanding the latest cyber threats, or even pursuing a career in cybersecurity, you've come to the right place. The essential information for today's discussion comes from the Security BlueTeam Toolkit and discusses NSLookup. The full form of NSLookup is Name Server Lookup. It is a command line tool used in network administration to inquire domain name system (DNS) servers and to obtain domain name or IP address mapping information. NSLookup is commonly used for troubleshooting DNS-related issues by verifying and diagnosing problems in the DNS system. You can use it to find the IP address of a host, domain name of an IP address, or mail servers on a domain. NSLookup tool can be used in an interactive and a non-interactive mode. What are interactive and non-interactive modes in NSLookup? Both modes are powerful for DNS troubleshooting, but interactive mode gives more flexibility for complex or multiple queries and configurations. In non-interactive mode, you run a single NSLookup command to query a DNS record and immediately receive the output. But in interactive mode, you can perform multiple DNS queries one after another without having to restart the command each time. Now we know, NSLookup is a tool that allows users to look up DNS records for a specific domain or IP address. By querying DNS servers, it helps troubleshoot connectivity issues, resolve domain names, and identify DNS server information. We'll see how we can check in command prompt, practically. Here's how NSLookup works in practice. 1. Basic domain name lookup. With this, we can find the IP address of the domain. 2. Reverse lookup, IP to domain. With this, we can find the domain name with a particular IP address. 3. Specifying a DNS server for lookup. With this, we can find the DNS server name directly. 4. Querying MX, mail exchange records. With this we can find the mail exchange records. 1. Basic domain name lookup, to find the IP address of a domain. Let's dig into practically. For that, open command prompt. Type NSLookup www.google.com. Here is the output like server details, address, name and address. In this output, server, this line, server reliance.reliance, shows the DNS server that NSLookup used to perform the query. Here, it appears to be a DNS server named Reliance. Address, this line address, 2405:201, C404:4815, C088:1D01, displays the IP address of the DNS server. In this case, it's an IPv6 address. Non-authoritative answer. This indicates that the DNS server providing the response is not the primary or authoritative DNS server for Google.com, but is providing a cached result. Name, this line name, www.google.com, confirms the domain name you queried. Addresses, these are the IP addresses associated with www.google.com. 2404:6800:4007:81C, 2004 is an IPv6 address for www.google.com. 142.250.207.228 is an IPv4 address for www.google.com. This output shows that www.google.com resolves to both an IPv6 and an IPv4 address, indicating that Google supports both IP versions for its services. The next point is to check reverse lookup, IP to domain. With this we can find the domain name with a particular IP address. Open command prompt. Type NSLookup 34.106.208.213. Here is the output, like. If you observe, the tool uses the IP address to find the associated domain name. But in basic domain lookup, we found only domain name. Now look into next point. Third point is specifying a DNS server for lookup. With this, we can find the DNS server name directly. Open command prompt. Type NSLookup 8.8.8.8. Here we can get the output like. Here, if you observe, we found the DNS name directly. And the final point is querying MX, mail exchange records. Open command prompt. Type NSLookup, query equals mxpaysquare.com. The MX record in the output shows that emails for paysquare.com are handled by the mail server mail example com with priority 10. Instead of query type equals MX, you can use any of the following. Info specifies a computer's CPU and type of operating system. Unifo specifies the user information. MB specifies a mailbox domain name. MG specifies an email group member. MX specifies the email server. These commands help in various networking scenarios, from troubleshooting domain issues to checking email server configurations. I hope you found today's topic insightful. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more updates on cybersecurity. Your support means a lot. Signing off, yours Sandy.